Is your unprocessed trauma actually your greatest hidden strength? Let's dive in. Welcome to another daily dose of the Worth the Fight podcast. This has been a big part of my message since 2019 when I wrote and released Worth the Fight, is the degree to which we lean into our darkness, the pain, the adversity, the challenges, the trauma. It's the very same degree to which we can stand and share and love in our light. I'm going to be sharing 3 resources here that have been extraordinarily helpful that are coming at this all from a different angle. The first is Dr. Gabor Mate's Wisdom of Trauma. Highly recommended resource. You can find that at wisdomoftrauma.com. And this documentary, 90 minutes, struck a major chord in our culture. I think it was released in 2022 or 2023. And, Dr. Gabor Mate is one of the elders that is moving the movement. He was 1 year old in the Holocaust, and his wife or his mother had to give him away to a Christian woman so he wouldn't get killed by the Nazis. And, he's a retired medical doctor who's written in many books. He worked in Vancouver, where there's more drug abuse and addiction than anywhere else. The density or the proximity of people that are struggling with deep addiction, he's seen it all in his clinic. And so there's no one better to articulate this message. He owns the intersection of plant medicines, addiction, and trauma. And his directive is that we can liberate the energy of trauma into the energy of life for deeper self-love, clarity, and connection. And he's got a very promising view of the future, trauma-informed view. He looks at all the madness, and I have a very aligned view to Dr. Gabor Mate, that all the madness that we see in our world is a projection of unhealed trauma. So if we do the healing, we do the inner work, we free up that space, there'll be more room for compassion, for presence, for clarity, for greater health, for vibrancy, all the things that we all want more of. And that's what gives me hope for, again, looking at all the madness that we see in the world. It's just unhealed trauma. And I've seen it time and time again. At this point, I've guided over 200 people through the Magic and Microdosing Mentorship Program. And I'm seeing my clients consistently do the brave inner work to free up energetic bandwidth for new aligned blessings to come forth. And, there's a couple other resources that I'd love to share. I've been absolutely blown away by Dr. Hardy's Time as a Tool. It's another book. I know that I've shared a recent podcast about his latest book, The Science of Scaling, but there's an audiobook that he did as well with his colleague, his collaborator, Blake Erickson, called Time as a Tool. And this notion of I think many of us, we subscribe in our culture to this linear view of time, and this is a Newtonian view of time, that our past informs our future, our past informs our present, and our present actions will create our future. And yeah, that is true. It's just incomplete, when the reality is that the past and the present and the future all reside in the here and now. And the past is just a tool. It's a psychological tool for us to utilize our past as data, as, hey, let's look back at our hurt. Let's look back at our trauma. Let's look back at when things went sideways, that thing that we're ruminating on, or that pain in our heart, whatever it might be. We can go back there and bravely put pen to paper and start to liberate that energy and start to feel and start to process that and start to reframe that and to find the blessing, find the lesson within our past. And then that's going to free up, again, the past and the present and future are all vying for our attention in the here and now. And So when we're freeing up that gripping, heavy past that we've been carrying often since childhood, and maybe we forgive that person, or we bravely again put pen to paper and we process whatever that heaviness is, and we make sense of that so we can create a more cohesive narrative in our nervous system. And we go to that place that we've avoided, and in doing so, that we're going to have more peace. There's going to be more harmony. That energetic gripping again from the past is not going to be as salient. It's not going to be as gripping, and that's going to free up more space for us to be in the present moment, in the here and now, right here, the present moment. I'm here with you right now, and in doing so, also we're going to have more space for envisioning the path ahead, and thinking big, and envisioning an impossible goal, and thinking big. Dr. Hardy, he says that the past is a tool, the future is a power tool. So we want to create a bigger future. We want to go big. We want to get clear. And then again, his encouragement is impossible goals, what are seemingly impossible. And the goals that I've set here in 2026, they are impossible for Matt 5.0, but they're not impossible for Matt 6.0 or Matt 7.0. And I take the same ethos with my clients, where we're setting big goals, impossible goals that are impossible for them. And it's meant strategically to be. Again, time is just a tool. And we're utilizing time with the big goals. It's going to aggressively filter our present reality. When we set a big goal with a tight time frame, it's going to call into question how we're spending our time in the day-to-day. And there's going to be a lot of things that don't make the cut. So we're going to have to raise the floor. We're going to have to cut the things that are no longer working. This is going to serve as a forcing function for us to get clear on what moves the needle. Where are our highest leverage actions? What are the actions that we do in our daily lives that are 10x, 100x, or even 1,000x? Do more of those. Cut the BS. Again, not all of our time is weighted equally. So it takes awareness, again, and this is why journaling is so important. This is why meditation and prayer and contemplation and getting out in nature and experiencing stillness and peace is so important. I'm here in Miami Beach, and there's a lot of construction happening right now. I don't know if there's something going on with the water system, or there's just tons. They're ripping up all the streets, and there's just massive projects that are undertaking. There's beautiful luxury townhomes that are popping up everywhere, and it seems like everything is under construction right now, which is kind of crazy because I moved to the beach because I wanted to have more peace and more quiet. And yesterday, was a Sunday, and it was just pure peace. There wasn't one hammer that was thrown yesterday here in Miami Beach. And that was so powerful to experience that peace and to sit with that and just follow my breath and to count the blessings in my life and the gratitude in my life and to take inventory of all of the incredible blessings in my life. It was a rest day. It was a fast day. And, again, feeling so much gratitude. But again, this is, we're taking time to slow down and to push back against bullshit incorporated and busy and this frantic pace. I think we've hit an inflection point with AI, and things have gotten really, really fast. And we think that we have to be on all the time. And that is just not true. We need to slow down. We need to push back against BS Inc. And we need to free up space and consciousness and awareness so we can see the highly leveraged moves. Again, the 10x, 100x, and 1,000x moves that we're not going to see when we're gripping so tightly and we're burning our nervous system out, and we have all of this stress, and we're ignoring the ruminative thoughts that are on our heart and on our mind, and we're just keep moving forward, keep moving forward. And I say, no, slow down, do the inner work, liberate the energy of trauma to the energy of life, per Dr. Gabor Mate. Take the time to, per Dr. Benjamin Hardy, to reframe time as a psychological tool, and to look at our past, and to free up the energy, and to bravely put pen to paper so we can process and make meaning of our past, so we don't have so much of our past and the past baggage in the present moment, so we can have more spaciousness in the present moment, so we can envision big goals, big service impact, big dreams aligned with our values in the here and now. The last resource that I wanted to share was opening up by writing it down. And I did a whole episode about this intense trauma journaling exercise by Dr. James Pennebaker. He's the University of Texas at Austin, a social scientist who first came across this powerful writing strategy about easing emotional pain. Again, opening up by writing it down, how expressive writing improves health and eases emotional pain. At this point, they've done over 200 studies of people, college students, veterans, ages of men, women, people, all the different age groups and demographics, and the benefits have been consistent all the way across. Is that when we bravely put pen to paper and we write about our challenging experiences, our traumas, whatever that thing is that we ruminate on, when we take the time to confront that and bring the light of awareness into the darkness, we have incredible benefits health-wise. Boosts our immune system. There was interesting science to support that. I was really blown away. Again, when Dr. Andrew Huberman, who has said that Dr. James Pennebaker will win a Nobel Prize in medicine for being the first to the party in terms of mind, body, spirit, and hey, everything is connected, and our emotions do affect our health. And so this is another resource, another encouragement for us to put pen to paper so we can free up the energetic bandwidth, boost our immune system, reduce our baseline level of stress, because we have a choice ultimately. We can bravely confront our past and the heaviness on our heart and that thing that we ruminate on, or that cortisol can just continually, when we're ruminating, we're continually replaying that. And our body is feeling as though it's happening in the here and now. And then we're having this cortisol drip, and that's creating dis-ease within the body. And so we're going to keep paying for it. So either we bravely grab the bull by the horns, do this healing, free ourselves from our past so we can be in the here and now, so we can dream bigger on the path ahead, so we can have more vibrant health and greater connections and deeper intimacy and more love and more connection and more travel and greater service impact, all the things that we all want more of. And we're going to get more of that when we free up our past. So hopefully I've made a case here for you to lean in to the darkness, to bravely put pen to paper, and even if it's 5 to 10 minutes per day, after a 10 to 20 minute meditation, we're just journaling a half of a page. That's going to be a great place to start. And even if it's just a few sentences to start. And then in time, I know a lot of people have like this block where it's like, all right, things are not happening. Things are not flowing. Keep showing up, keep putting pen to paper, even if it's a sentence or two. And in time, you'll start to fill those pages up, and you'll start to free this up, and you'll start to feel better. And you'll know that you'll have a landing zone and a dumping zone for your thoughts with your journal. And you'll have a place where you can solve problems. And this will help the problems that you're ruminating on. And this will be a really powerful tool that can free up and, again, liberate a lot of energy. It's meant so much to me, my journaling practice, which I think is one of the most potent integration strategies, that I wrote a 308-page psychedelic integration book. I just wanted to keep journaling. I just want to keep getting this stuff out of me. Oh my goodness, this feels so good. I'm going to keep writing, and I'm going to keep affirming the blessings in my life. I'm going to count my blessings. I'm going to affirm, the obstacles and the challenges that I've moved through in my life. And if I've made it this far, then certainly I can keep going towards my big dreams and my service aspirations, and not taking all this so seriously. I think that it's just important for us to show up, to do the practice. There's no right or wrong, or there's no good or bad in terms of it's, we're just showing up. And some days are going to be better than others, but it's about consistency. And this is a tool that in time can help us turn our unprocessed trauma into our greatest hidden strength. Again, by freeing up the energetic space so we can be more in the present, so we'll have more peace and more harmony to prime prosperity pathways and to envision the path ahead. So we can think bigger, we can dream bigger, and in doing so, we're going to see the obstacles and the things that are in our way, the things that we can let go of, the things that are out of alignment, cut the BS, and soar. For more on the Worth the Fight mission and message of hope and healing, check out worththefightbook.org. I would love to hear your thoughts and impressions in the comments below. Please like, please share. Let's get this message out to our human family. So much love to all of you. Love and peace. We'll see you tomorrow. Thank you. Thank you.